Thank you for joining my YouTube channel for self-healing. Using sound therapy with Tuning Forks 528 DNA activation. You can place the tuning fork on different chakras point. Doing this helps balance the chakras. Battling with mental health disorders, ADD, PTSD, anxiety, depression, ADHD, addiction, dissociation, bipolar, childhood abuse, and adulthood abuse. Sound therapy along with character development and yoga, meditation, and spiritual practices along with life coaching can assist with the mental health recovery. Tuning root chakra. Tuning sacral chakra. Tuning the solar plexus. Tuning heart chakra. Tuning throat chakra. Tuning third eye chakra. Tuning the crown chakra.
Sound therapy. Sound therapy is good for anxiety, depression, PTSD, and many other mental illnesses as well. Let me see here. So I published a book on Amazon about balancing chakras with crystals to help manage mental health, because we all live in America. We all battle with some form of mental illness sometimes, right? At least if you live in the colder regions, you probably get like seasonal depression. So I published this book on Amazon. I've been doing a lot of research on chakras and also on crystals, and also on mental health. What even started my path to mental health was a traumatic death in my family, and so that made me definitely get into mental health right away. Also being that I also suffer from mental health as well, so that's what even inspired me to get into learning mental health. So I've been learning mental health for about 9 years now. I do not have the diploma or a PhD or anything like that in therapy. However, I do have post-traumatic stress disorder. I also have obsession compulsive disorder, and I also have ADD, and I have dissociative identity disorder. And so being that I am aware of all these mental illnesses or disorders that I have, I realized I needed to learn how to manage them if I wanted to be successful in life. And so that's how I ended up writing this book. And so I'm also trying to I would say suffer more like managing. I manage more better now. Suffering, I don't really feel like I'm suffering anymore, honestly. I can honestly say that. The pain of not being able to control myself and going through episodes, I don't have that anymore. So I guess suffering probably is not a factor anymore, a factor in my mental health anymore. I do experience episodes, but I don't linger in them, and I don't let them control my life. I have, and life was really crazy during that time, but you know, when you, what they say, the more you learn and the more you know, the more you can grow. So that is how I ended up here where I am today. So social anxiety, right? That's something I've been posting about on Facebook lately. I have a mental health group on Facebook as well. Thank you so much for the love. And in my Facebook group, I've been posting about social anxiety. Social anxiety is something I noticed that a lot of people suffer from, and we do not acknowledge it. And we actually go on social media expressing how you know, we really don't want to socialize with people, and we think that is healthy. That is not healthy. I'm like exhausted with talking to people online and sweating, you know, and I didn't have that before. That was something that developed over social media. And so now that I'm aware of social anxiety, I have been taking the time to learn a little more on it so that I can start treating myself for it, so that I am not like sweating or saying I'm going to go live and I don't, because that is part of social anxiety. Making plans and not going, you know, we'd be like, yeah, I'll be there, and then you don't show up. Or you say you have plans and you don't, and your plans is just to be at home alone. You know, and it's okay to be alone sometimes, but it's also okay to get out and mingle with people. So that's why we want to manage our mental health, and we want to have it, you know, under control in a sense. So with my book, it is, like I said, it is Diamond Deals that heals, balance, and chakras. With crystals to help manage mental health. This book, you do not have to be spiritual to be into mental health. You do not have to be religious to be into mental health. You just have to be mentally ill. That is it. That's why I want more people to stop thinking so negative about crystals, because crystals are in our phones. They are, you know, in the TVs. They're in a lot of devices, you know, so we have to stop thinking so negative about crystals. The same with copper. Copper wire is in the walls to make light, you know, and it's good for our bodies as well. So we need to start using these things and figuring out how to use them to benefit our body. So one thing I did was I found out how to make these crystals benefit my aura and my mental state. The first thing I had learned how to do, actually, not wanted to do, the first thing I learned how to do was hold crystals in my hand and communicate with them and let them speak to me and give me messages and tell me things. Since they come from the earth, I don't understand really why crystals would be considered bad. They come from the earth. You know, now how you desire to use your crystals, that could be considered good or bad. But they are not bad themselves. They have no negative energy in them. As far as what I've researched, they pull negative energy out of things and away from things and spaces and people. So this is why I love my crystals. But I like to meditate with them. This is a cornelian crystal, and this is a obsidian crystal. They're both spears, and I like them both. I like the obsidian crystal because this is the one they talk about, the crystal ball, right? And seeing like the future and things. You don't see the future, however, you do see your reflection. So I think that's a good message, and you know, with this crystal, letting you know what is up with this crystal. And it protects you from negative energy. Like, so if you are suffering from depression, you know, you will feel negative a lot. You will probably not want to do a lot of things, you know, and when someone asks you to do things, you'll speak negative about those things. And maybe somebody negative will come around you and influence you to be negative. This crystal, the obsidian, will definitely help prevent the negativity from happening. It will keep the negative energy away from you. That person could want to come around you and be negative and end up being positive just from the influence of this obsidian crystal. And I have a lot of them, actually. This is one. This is a tower. I like my tower as well. And I'm going to read a little bit from my book, because my book will help us understand a little more about mental health, how the chakras operate, and how they even can control our mental health. Now, I would say that the more I start practicing yoga and meditation, I realized that helped with my not dissociative identity disorder, but with my ADD. I always forget what ADD stands for, but it definitely helped with my ADD. I'm very hyper, and I can get really unbalanced. I can overthink a lot, overclean, and just do stuff just out of what my mom said, you taking it too far, or that proportion in a sense. So meditating helps slow me down, helps sit me down, ground me in a sense, so that I can pay attention to what's right in front of me, because when you're speeding through life, you miss a lot of things. So meditation helped definitely ground me. And so I would say that it doesn't matter what religion you is. If you have mental health, then you want to try to balance your mental health as well as continue to be right with your God. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, your God. That's what I'll say. So, like with this, with mental health, let's see, the root chakra. I'll talk about the root chakra. With the root chakra, you got red jasper. You got the bloodstone. You got obsidian, like I said, that's for protection. The bloodstone is good for grounding, and then the red jasper is good for vitality, and then the jack crystal is for mental clarity, and then the tourmaline is good for cleansing. So the reason why you would want to cleanse your space and yourself is because the energy in the room get very stagnant, and when it gets stagnant, that's how things could start colliding, you know, you and the things around you, people attitudes and things like that. That's why it's good to clean. Cleanliness is close to godliness. So if you use that metaphor, then you'll understand, like, if the room is dirty, you'll be tripping over stuff. It's the same thing with energy. So you definitely want to have that good cleansing for that. Okay, and I'm gonna read a little bit out of my book, and it took me a few months to get this out. This is not my first book that I've typed, but it's the first one I've published. It's I wouldn't say it's rushed, but it's my first book published, so it shows some mistakes here. But please don't judge my mistakes. Alright, so I'm going to read. This book was inspired by my own practice to manage my mental health. I started this journey 10 years ago. I didn't realize the practice I will be participating in. 5 years into studying spirituality, I didn't see very much change in my life. And so 7 years of practicing spirituality, I noticed that I wanted to have more control over my life, my health, finances, and emotions. Soon I changed my diet, but I started to battle with life issues such as addiction and mental health challenges. It wasn't easy dealing with sudden changes and not feeling any positive benefits from it. As I continued to learn new information about more holistic well-being healing practices, I discovered shiny rocks that can produce electricity. I thought they was very cool. I learned that they are called gemstones and crystals. Crystals have many uses, not just for the body, but watches, TV, and radios, even cell phones have crystals in them. Many medical devices and technologies have crystals in them. That's what made me believe in crystal power. So that's why I said you can be any religion and want to work with crystals. I know in some cases some literature and probably scriptures and things like that may not mention crystals or may not tell you that it's okay to work with crystals, but believe me, if you have a cell phone, you're working with a crystal. If you have a watch, you're working with crystal. So that's just my message about crystals, you know. And let's see, balancing chakras with crystals to manage mental health. Balancing chakras is a practice that has its roots in ancient Eastern healing traditions such as Ayurveda. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. It's a Hindu word. Ayurveda, Ayurveda, and yoga. Okay, chakras are believed to be energy centers located along the spine, and when they are balanced and aligned, it is believed to promote overall physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. When it comes to managing mental health, the concept of balancing chakras can be seen as a way to support holistic well-being. It's important to remember that balancing chakras alone should not be significant to managing mental health conditions alone. It can be a complementary practice alongside with other treatment models such as therapy, medication, self-care, and lifestyle changes. It's also advisable to consult with a qualified energy practitioner or healthcare professional before engaging in any healing practices. You can also consult a spiritual healer practitioner for guidance, which I am certified. That's how I started to heal myself. Going through my certification classes. Okay, and we're going to talk about the root chakra. Like I said, there's no numbers in this book. I didn't number any of the pages because why? It's not that type of book. It's more like when you want to know how to use a crystal for your own personal gain. So that is what this book is for. So if you are out shopping for a crystal and you're like, geez, I don't know what crystal I want, I know I have post-traumatic stress disorder, but I don't know what crystal really helps with post-traumatic stress disorder, right? So you're in the store, you're looking at all these different crystals, and they talk about protection and stability and abundance and things like that, but none of them is talking about specifically your needs mentally, as far as post-traumatic stress disorder or anxiety, anger issues, bipolarism, hypersexuality. You know, it's so many mental illnesses. And so I do tell you, you know, the basis of the crystals, but then I also tell you what crystals help with the mental illnesses. So like, let's see here. According to some belief systems and alternative healing practices, the root chakra, also known as the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, is associated with feelings of stability, security, and strength. Imbalances in this chakra may be linked to various mental health issues, but it is to note that the chakra healing is not scientifically proven and should not be replaced. It should not replace professional help. But if you're working with a professional spiritual healer, then there you have it, you know. And I put that in the book because some people are actually on medication and some people are actually seeing therapists, and I would not want to tell anyone who are doing those things to suddenly stop doing those things and just read a book. That is not my intentions and not my goals. So I say it a lot in this book about contacting someone to seek some type of help, because if you want to use crystals for mental health, you're going to need someone to help tell you exactly what mental illnesses you may be suffering from if you are unaware of them. Self-diagnosing is good because you know yourself. However, you don't want to just be self-diagnosing yourself and claiming yourself and putting spells on yourself. So it's better to have someone who is much more skilled in that department to be able to let you know exactly if you are even suffering from anything or not. PTSD. So while many people believe that crystals have healing properties, if you're interested in exploring crystal therapy as complementary approach to manage symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, here are some crystals and crystals that some individuals find helpful. Okay, amethyst is one. Amethyst is known for its calming and soothing properties. Amethyst is often used to promote relaxation and relieve stress and anxiety. That's what I have on my head right now is some amethyst. I have 2 amethyst crystals, and I like to meditate with amethyst. This was actually, I had a really small little amethyst like this. I forgot all about it. It's gone. It was like one of my first crystals, and it was amethyst titanium, and I would walk around with it in my pocket. And I guess it did its job, because I had read that sometimes crystals will leave you, especially when they have done what they were supposed to do, whether you buy them or not. Now, if it's still here in my home, maybe. I don't know. Did I give it away? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, wait. Funny. I have it here. It's not the same color it used to be anymore. I know they would like put it, for crystals to turn certain colors, they just heat them to certain temperatures. So this is the my titanium amethyst here. And then this is some more amethyst. And I did a little meditation, grounding meditation on there. It's a green candle for earth. Wanted to connect more with my root chakra for mental health, right? For some grounding. And another crystal that I use is rose quartz. Rose quartz crystal is associated with love and compassion, and it may be used to promote emotional healing and care. So someone who has been abused, emotionally, sexually, physically abused, this is rose quartz would be great for you because you didn't get the right love. And rose quartz helps you feel that love that wasn't given to you by probably, the people who were abusing you. So rose quartz is a great crystal. And then I remember seeing a video where someone, let's see, I don't know if my crystals will do it, but I got to do it, I got them to do it before. But let's see here. Well, I know if you rub them together, they do some electricity, but I think these two are too small. And I sent it in a video, and I did it, but I don't know what crystals I used, and it did it. But, like I said, I don't know what crystals I used. And that's another way to find out if your crystal's fake or not, right? And that was, a rose quartz. They might both have to be clear quartz as well, so I might have that mixed up. I'm not sure. I have to get back to the drawing board on crystals and electricity. So far I've just only studied them for mental health, but I shall get more into the electrical part. I own some groups on Facebook that deals with electricity, and so these are rose quartz crystals. Beautiful crystals. They make beautiful jewelry. I mean, just beautiful jewelry. It does. Yeah, so I like to meditate in this and just sit and think about stuff. And smoky quartz. I do have some smoky quartz that I like to wear. Made a bracelet out of my smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is believed to help with grounding, balancing emotions, making it potentially helpful for managing emotional distress, such associated with PTSD. A lot of people, when they develop PTSD, they do lack like attachment. They suffer from like attachment disorder and different emotional illnesses or disorders, or like that. Might deal with being angry or sad. And then black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is known for its protection properties. Black tourmaline is often used to help shield against negative energy, promote feelings of security and stability. And just a little FYI, it also helps with electromagnetic frequency waves, radiation. It protects against that, and so does obsidian. From my research, if it's a black crystal, it'll protect against the electromagnetic frequencies. Okay, like with post-traumatic stress disorder, I've suffered from it since I was a teenager, and I wasn't diagnosed with it until I was a teenage adult. I was like 19. So I've already bypassed the medication, the therapy, and all that stuff. I'm 36. I've done all that stuff, and none of that stuff really helped me get control of my mental health. Coping is something that one should do early in mental health, but after 10 years of suffering, man, you should be managing. I forget what society is telling us. We should be managing this stuff now. It's just the truth of the matter. So this is why I made this book, because and even my group, I got podcasts, talks about mental health, self-helping yourself, just learning what you need to learn so that you can help you, because nobody's going to heal you like you heal you, because you know specifically what you need to do to help yourself heal. To deal with feelings of loneliness, stay busy, but stay busy in a positive way. Don't be busy in drama and mess. Being busy in a good way, positive way, hobbies, maybe possibly character building things, exercises, even exercising, yoga, whatever, things like that. Keep yourself busy. Then you don't deal with the feelings of loneliness. Sometimes the feeling of loneliness can really get someone, down, because they're used to being with someone who helped them feel, just help them feel, I don't want to say, what's the word I want to say? Help them feel safe, basically. I mean, that's pretty much all we want to do, right? Is feel secure. So, you don't have that person to help you feel secure anymore. So then feelings of loneliness come, and if you're dealing with insecurities, then daily affirmations and finding something natural that you like about yourself and embracing it and enhancing it. And even your flaw, find whatever your flaw is, embrace it, and that's what makes you different from everybody. So it's probably not even a flaw after all, right? It's a distinguished characteristic or whatever, what I'm saying? So what else do people suffer from? I see a lot of posts on Facebook where people are just talking about, they can't do it. They just can't do it. And it probably revolves around money. But believe it or not, there's crystals that help you attract money. So this is green aventurine. Green aventurine, it helps with the money. And it also helps with other things as well. Let's see. I want to say it might help with the heart chakra. So that was PTSD and dealing with the root chakra. We read about amethyst and rose quartz, smoky quartz, and black tourmaline. So I think we covered enough of the root chakra. If you want to get detailed in it, you can get the book on Amazon. My book is not expensive. It's only $22.22, and 8 of that goes to Amazon for publishing the book. Okay, so these people want their money for me to try to help healing people. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get this information out here, because I see a lot of suffering from people that grew up in the hood like myself, and a lot of us are stagnant and stuck in the past and believing also that this ghetto lifestyle is our culture, and it's actually what is causing more mental illnesses than we know. I'm gonna just be honest, I have a terrible amount of anxiety from going out to the clubs, and it's being, I don't want to say the words, but them letting it rain upon the club with the silver raindrops, for TikTok purposes. I just,
At Vistaprint, we can get your brand
I don't want to
or their heads.
deal with that, or not deal with that, I just don't want the youth to have to deal with that, so I went to inform them about this, let them know that this is going on. So green aventurine is a cleansing crystal for the heart chakra. The heart chakra, we got malachite, that's energy. So if you're feeling, like you just sluggish, exhausted, overwhelmed, You know, maybe green, avitrine, and malachite could work good together for you. You know, you can hold one in one hand and the other in the other hand, and you know, just sit with the crystals. And if you know whoever your God is, you know, Krishna, Jesus, Haru, you know, whoever, you know, you just sit there. You could talk to them. You could talk to them, and the crystals will talk, you know, through them to you, or help you talk to them more. You know, it's just wonderful what crystals can do. The power of crystals. Don't limit yourself. When you limit yourself, you miss out on healing and growth. So you don't want to do that. And then, like we was reading about the rose quartz, it helps with PTSD, and it also helps with the heart chakra. I believe the rose quartz helps with many chakras, not just the heart chakra. And then you got let's see, Rhodonite. Yeah, I think that's Rhodonite. That one's for balancing. So that's a good crystal. And then for a heart chakra affirmation, is I choose peace, love, and happiness, because you should, even if someone's being nasty and poopy or whatever, let them be down there by themselves. You elevate high. Just be high. That's all you can do. Let's see. Here we go. So, yeah. So with the heart chakra, if your heart chakra is closed, it says you probably got a lot of anger. So working with the heart chakra involves practices as meditation, energy healing, and using crystals like rose quartz or emerald. However, it's important to note that mental health concerns should always be addressed with help from a qualified healthcare professional. And these practices can be used as complementary tools alongside appropriate treatments. You can also consult a spiritual healer practitioner, like I said, because that is who's gonna give you the real with this. And a little sound therapy is good. How anger or aggression affects the brain. When a person is frequently angry or aggressive, prefrontal cortex function, I really did a little research here. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for executive functions such as impulse decision making, and emotional regulation. In individuals who are frequently angry or aggressive, the prefrontal lobe cortex may be impaired or less active, making it harder to control impulsive behaviors and manage anger effectively. So, it's crazy. You don't really think that the chakras are associated with any type of mental illnesses or anything like that, but when you get into the research of it, you'll find out that they do. When they're blocked and they're not operating, you're going to have some spiritual imbalances, and you're going to be mentally ill or spiritually unaligned. And then let's see. Another one is changes in neurotransmitter balance. Chronic anger and aggression can disrupt the balance of the neurotransmitters. such as dopamine and serotonin, which play crucial roles in regulating mood and emotions. These imbalances can contribute and increase propensity for anger and aggression. And that's just how the blocked heart chakra affects your brain. And I'm reading one more for the heart chakra. That'll be forgiveness, because a lot of people should really learn forgiveness, but you can't forgive if your heart chakra is blocked. So, forgiveness, having a balanced heart chakra can help you learn to forgive people. And so forgiveness, the heart chakra stimulates forgiveness, allowing individuals to let go of grudges, resentments, and bitterness. It promotes healing and growth. And that's why the rose quartz is good to wear, because it also helps you feel that love for people who has hurt you. And that's where Christ consciousness comes in, that unconditional love, that frequency. You just gotta vibrate high up there. That's the goal, is to vibrate high. So I'll do one more chakra, and then I'm gonna get ready to close out. And maybe definitely come up again about 8 o'clock. I'm gonna come up again about 8 o'clock. So let's see here. You just gonna skip back here to the crown chakra. This is the Sahara chakra. The Sahara chakra is the most common Sahara. The most common Sanskrit name for crown chakra means thousands petals. This energy centric controls our connection to spirit and our sense of universal consciousness, wisdom, unity, and self-knowledge. So know thyself. The crown chakra, the Sahara chakra, is associated with spirituality, consciousness, and connection to a higher power. Don't matter who your God is, whoever the higher power is. That's why balancing this chakra is good. Let's see. When in balance, it can promote a sense of peace, purpose, and connectedness. Let's see that saying how we are all as one, we are all one, we are all connected. Let's see. There are 6 crystals that can help balance the crown chakra: amethyst, clear quartz. Getting that tongue twist there. Selenite. I don't have any selenite on here, but I have some selenite here. And selenite is a powerful crystal for the crown chakra. It can cleanse and purify the energy in the crown chakra. It promotes spiritual insight, peace, and connection to higher realms. Purple fluorite is also good. Purple fluorite is known for its calming properties. It can help balance the crown chakra and promote spiritual growth, intuition, and peace of thought. Alright, halite is a common crystal that can help balance and align the crown chakra. It promotes spiritual connection, meditation, and peace of mind. And then also clear or white calcite. Do I have calcite? I have blue calcite here. Some beautiful blue calcite. And calcite is known for balance and activate the crown chakra. It promotes spiritual insight, clarity, and connection to higher consciousness. Alright, let's see what else we got. A balanced crown chakra is said to promote a sense of unity, peace, and connection. When the crown chakra is open and functioning optimally, it contributes to feeling of joy, clarity, and inspiration. It can also help to cultivate a sense of purpose and meaning in life. So balancing these chakras, if you have schizophrenia, whatever mental illness you may have, just simply learning how to transmute this energy can help you get control of your mental disorders, mental illnesses, Let's see what else we got here. On the other hand, balance or blocked in the crown chakra may lead to mood disturbance. For the crown chakra is overactive or excessively open, it can potentially result in feelings of being disconnected from the physical world, disoriented, or difficulty grounding oneself. So balancing is best. Balancing your chakras is best. You don't want to open them too far. You don't want to close them too far. You just want to maintain balancing through awareness. Like, that's the main goal, is just balancing your chakras so you can stay aware of things that is going on around you, you know, so that you can be free. You can be free from all mental problems. This may manifest as mood swings, anxiety, or confusion. The crown chakra is underactive or blocked. It may lead to a sense of disconnection from a higher realms, lack of spiritual connection, a feeling of being lost and purposeless. This imbalance may contribute to feelings of apathy or a sense of being unfulfilled. So I'm just trying to help you guys find some self-healing, you know. Finding some healing within yourself as well as outside yourself, so that, you know, remain in balance in both worlds, both realms, the physical and the spiritual realm. In some spiritualistic traditions, imbalances in the crown chakra is said to affect psychological well-being. So that's maybe some schizophrenia going on there, you know. Just even practicing or just trying to want to heal and doing things to help you heal can actually lead to you healing. Here are a few ways it is believed to affect psychologically. A sense of purpose and meaning, a balance, a crown chakra associated with strong sense of purpose and meaning in life. When the crown chakra is open and aligned, individuals may experience a deep connection to something greater than themselves, which can provide a sense of direction and fulfilledness. An imbalanced chakra, on the other hand, may lead to feelings of confusion. Oh, I think I read that one. I put it in there twice. Spiritual and transpersonal, etc. The crown chakra is often associated with higher consciousness and spiritual experiences. When crown chakra is open and activated, individuals may have access to spiritual insight, mystical experiences, or a heightened sense of awareness. Conversely, blocked in crown chakra can restrict these experiences or lead to difficulties in connecting with the divine universal energies. And mental clarity and focus. A balanced crown chakra is believed to support mental clarity, focus, and an ability to see the picture. It is associated with higher intelligence and expanded perspective beyond the limitations and the ego. Imbalances in the crown chakra may result in mental fog, confusion, or an inability to grasp concepts beyond the surface level. So, you know, let's balance these chakras just a little bit. You know, if you're going to be living in the matrix playing this game, why not have a lot more control over the game? Connections and oneness. The crown chakra is associated with the sense of unity to all beings in the universe. When the crown chakra is balanced, individuals may feel a deeper sense of interconnectedness and love for all things. Imbalances in the crown chakra could lead to feelings of isolation, disconnection, or a lack of compassion for oneself and others. It's important to note that these beliefs are spiritual and energetic perspectives, and they are practiced on the eastern part of the world, okay? And rather than scientific or clinical frameworks, you are experiencing psychological distress, it is recommended to seek professional help from a licensed mental health practitioner. You can also consult a spiritual healer practitioner for guidance, okay, a certified one. And underactive crown chakra refers to a blockages or imbalances in the energy flow of the crown chakra, which is located at the top of the head. When the crown chakra is underactive, it means that the energy is non-functioning optimally, leading to various imbalances in thoughts and emotions and spiritual connections. So that's what you need to remember when you're dealing with crown chakra blockages. Here's some possible signs and symptoms of an underactive crown chakra, and some of these things may seem like I'm repeating myself because it's just what that is. They want you to know exactly what this is. Here are some possible signs and symptoms of an underactive crown chakra. Lacks of spiritual connection. Individuals with an underactive crown chakra may have difficulties connecting with their spirituality, feeling detached from higher forces, and experiencing a lack of guidance or purpose in life. Alright, lack of clarity and directions. The crown chakra is associated with higher wisdom and intuition. When it's underactive, individuals may experience confusion, difficulties making decisions, lack of clarity in thoughts and actions. Low energy levels. And underactive crown chakras can contribute to feelings of low energy, fatigue, and lack of motivation. It may be challenging to find inspiration and enthusiasm for life. Lack of joy and inspiration. A blocked crown chakra can lead to a sense of a blocked crown chakra can lead to a lack of sense of joy, creativity, inspiration. Activities that used to bring pleasure may no longer do so. As a general feeling of stagnation can be presented. Okay, feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. Individuals with underactive crown chakras may feel disconnected from a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. They may question existence and struggle to find meaning in their lives. Healing and balancing techniques such as meditation, energy healing, mindfulness practice, affirmations, and working with knowledgeable energy healers or spiritual guides can help restore balance and stimulate energy flow to the crown chakra. It is always recommended to seek professional guidance or consult with a licensed mental health practitioner if you are experiencing persistent emotional or psychological difficulties. You can also consult a spiritual healer practitioner for guidance. I stress that enough because we believe our only option is to go to the people with the white coats, and that is not our only option. There are other options out here where you can seek, some help. Let's see here. Crown chakra crystals. We have selenite, selenite for purifying, and then moonstone for strengthening, and then we also have clear quartz for restoring. We have halite for calming, and amethyst for balancing. Okay, and then I'm going to just tell you a little more about the crown chakra. Why not? So the crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, the crown chakra is related to spirituality, connection to the universe, consciousness, a higher awareness. Trauma can make individuals feel disconnected from themselves, others, and a higher power. Balancing the crown chakra can help a sense of spiritual connection, inner peace, and a broader perspective. Supporting recovery by providing a sense of meaning and purpose. By working with each of these chakras and promoting balances and alignments across the entire energy system, individuals effectuated the release of the trauma related to the blockages and promote healing, restoration, and wellness on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Okay, that is what we're trying to do with aligning our chakras. That is the goal. That's just what it is about. It's about healing mentally and emotionally and physically, you know, because whew, I've seen some old scars heal on my body finally, you know. So color stones are violet, white, clear, pink, and light purple. It is the crystals be used for enlightenment, cosmetic consciousness, universal source of energy. And specific stones are amethyst, clear quartz, diamonds, quartz, any quartz for that matter, serpentine, gold, labradorite, and lepidolite. And then Sahasrara chakra is associated with detoxifying herbs and spices such as where we at? Oh, detoxing herbs and spices and foods and water. I'm sorry, I didn't name the foods. I'm just telling you what the foods are. And then fasting is good for the crown chakra. Juicing is good for the crown chakra. Drinking plenty of fluids just as good for the crown chakra. The crown chakra is associated with the pineal gland or pineal gland. And the foods such as mushrooms, garlic, ginger, onions, lychees, and coconuts are good for the crown chakra. And then the herbs such as gotu kola, lavender, and lotus flower is good for the crown chakra. And then you have essential oils such as rosewood, rose, myrrh, neroli, sandalwood is good for the crown chakra. And then the crown chakra is related to inner and outer beauty and our spiritual connections. And the affirmation is, I am love, I am light, and I am connected to all. And we'll just read a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to close out. Alright, if you have been watching my live the whole time, I appreciate it. Even if you just came in and you're just checking it out, I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes I received during my live and just the support. I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, before I go to, I want to inform you all that it is not just 7 chakras. It is actually 12 chakras. Many don't know. And so we'll start from the root chakra and go up. So the root chakra is stability and comfort. Then you got the sacral chakra, which is pleasure and sexuality. And then you got the solar plex chakra, which is power and strength. Oh, I guess I can't skip that commercial, but here, we'll do this then. We have the root chakra, stability and comfort, the sacral chakra, which is pleasure and sexuality, the solar plex chakra, which is power and strength, the heart chakra, which is compassion and kindness, the throat chakra, which is communication, the third eye chakra, which is imagination and intuition, and then the crown chakra is spiritual connection, and then alright, and that is the 7 known chakras. Yeah, that is the 7 known chakras. And then we have the soul star chakra, connect to higher self. The spiritual star chakra, which is the spiritual wisdom. And the universal chakra, which is the pure consciousness. And galactic chakra, which is divine knowledge. And the divine gateway chakra, which is the universal consciousness. Okay. Alright, and you definitely want to research crystals for yourself, research mental health for yourself, you know, find out what is these energy centers in our body, how do they work, what is their purpose, you know, and find out how to be able to control them in energy, transmute and manipulate so that you can become emotionally stable and then that leads to all type of, how can I say, abundance and freedom in life. You know, a lot of people's lives are hard, not because of it's their fault, but because of the choices that they're making, and they don't know why they're making these terrible choices. Is because they have some blockages and chakras, or you know, they have some form of mental illnesses that's keeping them from being able to have mental clarity. So again, my book is Diamond Deals That Heals, Balancing Chakras with Crystals to Help Manage Mental Health. It is on Amazon. Oh gosh, I couldn't think of where it was at. That's terrible. It's on Amazon, and I just read about myself. It says Alicia Richardson is an entrepreneur 2 years now. I spent my younger years in the food and beverage industry, traveling with employers to have experiences of a lifetime, meeting many wonderful people. 7 years of practice in spirituality. I noticed that I wanted to have more control over my life, health, finances, and emotions. Soon I changed my diet, but I started to battle with life issues such as addiction and mental health challenges. It wasn't easy dealing with sudden changes and not feeling any positive benefits from it. As I continued to learn new information about more holistic well-being healing practices, I discovered shiny rocks that can produce electricity. I thought they would be very cool, and I learned that they are called gemstones and crystals. That's just how I got into this. And you can follow me. On many different platforms. I'm on Facebook. I have D. Rich on Facebook. I also have pages on Facebook, D. Rich LLC. You can follow me on YouTube if you like to watch any videos about self-help, on mental health. I do have some videos on there. I have yoga videos on there. I have many different types of videos on my YouTube. It is Alicia SD. It is spelled Alicia because it has two I's. Alicia SD. And I also have my podcast, which is D. Rich Spiritual and Mental Self-Help 101. It is on Spotify and a lot of other. I think it's even on like the Apple Podcasts and stuff. So it's a mental health podcast. And then I also have a Facebook group for mental health. And it is called I Choose Me Support Group, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because you cannot do for other people if you are not emotionally and mentally capable of doing these things for yourself. That is just the reality of life. So thank you for tuning into my live. Thank you for the likes, and I appreciate your time. And remember, put your mental health first, because nobody is going to do that for you.
Life with dissociate identity disorder and PTSD.
And it was just, you know, I wanted to have control of my own mental state, you know. Dissociative disorder, as I was speaking of, and especially for me, sometimes I didn't know who I was, you know, having beings that I could be Alicia, I could be Diamond, or I could be Shantana. And I had to identify that I had multiple personalities. they say kill your ego, you know, right? So basically I realized I had to basically give